Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Let's talk about forgotten items. Oh, and yeah, welcome Prepping USA. This Christmas season, my head's just kind of, I shake it and I hear it rattle up there real good because everything's just bouncing around. It is Christmas season and I'm sitting here outside where my mother gets her hair done. Normally I park up by the door. There's not a parking space open. And it amazes me. Let's talk about forgotten items. You know, folks, everybody runs out and they buy. When they first start prepping, the first thing they do is they either go out and buy MREs or a truckload of freeze-dried and or the latest greatest gun that they've heard that they need, or guns that they need. The forgotten item is knowledge. You know, most people own equipment they don't know how to use. You know, I was telling a friend of mine the other day, and I really want all of you to understand this. He was informing me he bought this machine that he's going to be able to run a hose into his pond out there on his little farm, and he's going to be able to filter his water to make it drinkable. That's great, that's fine, that's wonderful. Oh, by the way, he's got to have his gas-powered generator. And I asked him, first question out of my mouth, how much gas you got in storage? And he looked at me and he said, I don't know, 100 gallons maybe? Okay. Now your pickup, and he drives one of them big, fancy Ford pickups with that big V10 in it. About 4, 5, 6 miles to the gallon. Out of his reserves, he's going to have to fill his truck up. And his generator. Oh my gosh. How long will 200 gallons, a couple hundred gallons last you? Preparing. Then I asked him the next question. I said, have you started filtering any water so you know how to use the machinery before? Oh no, I learned it on the fly. Is that before or after you die? Every piece of equipment I own, I know how to use. I've been using for years. You know, I had a good friend the other day ask me, he said, he walked into my little workshop. He said, looked at me and he said, are those bags over there? And I looked at him and said, yeah. I was able to buy a pallet of sandbags. And he looked at me and he said, why have you got sandbags? It doesn't flood here. And I looked at him and said, they're not for flooding. They're for building a house if I need to. What would happen if a tornado blew through my town? Am I stupid enough to believe that FEMA will get here and my mother will have a place to sleep that's safe and quiet? Nah, in your life. It's the reason I own a wind generator. I don't hide it. I've got solar panels, inverters. I got the whole shooting match. So with everything going on, that's what I'm doing. But common sense is one of those forgotten items. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed Christmas season. Be good to people year round. And remember, we are our best step. We are our own protection. So, with that being said, if you're prepping, you live in free America. Have a blessed day.